So hello everyone, in this video we'll be doing another exercise in JavaScript, which is to write a program to determine whether a given year is a leap year in the Gregorian calendar or not. So we have to find out whether a year or whether a provided year is a leap year or not. So for that, what we'll be doing is we'll be going inside our code, and I can remove this piece of code and write the new code. And in here what I will do is, first of all, let me just write a simple uh, year variable. Let's say I'm writing it 2024, and in here I can create a simple function so it is easier. Is leap year or anything you want to name it, you can provide that. To determine whether a year is a leap year or not, we have to divide this number or this provided number. Let me just grab the year as well. Let me just make it year to check so the confusion is not there. Now I'll first of all divide the provided number in a function by 4 and then check whether the remainder is 0 or not. First of all, we check whether a number or whether a provided year is divided by 4 completely and is returning 0 to us. If it is giving us a 0, then it means that it is, I'll return a true, which means this is a leap year. Then we also have another condition to check whether the year is divided by 100. uh, I think I'm not doing it correct. Yeah, whether a number is divided by 100 but year divided by 400 is not giving us, let's say, 0. So let me just tell you what this 2 means. So first of all, I'm dividing or basically getting the remainder from the year by dividing it by 100 and checking the remainder is 0 or not. Or in other words, I'm checking whether this 100 is fully dividing this year or not. And in the second condition, I'm adding an AND symbol, which means both the conditions should be true to fall inside this if block. The second condition says that if the year is divided by 100 but not fully divided by basically 400, then it means this is not a leap year. So if a number is completely divided by 100 but not completely divided by 400, that means it is not a leap year. So you can see I'm returning false here. Why? Because this is the basic general rule when we are finding out the leap year in a Gregorian calendar. So this is basically it. So if the if the year falls inside the first year or this first if condition, then that will be true and our function will return true, and the further if condition will not be executed. It will directly return true. So this will work for the cases, let's say this 2024, it will work for that, and which are not completely divided by 100 and 400, it will work for that. But let's say if a number is something like it is not divided by 4 but it is divided by 100 and 400, then we'll be returning it at the end. So if the number is divided by 100 and 400 together and it is giving us the remainder 0, that means it is also a leap year. In the in this if condition, we are matching if it is not divided by 400 but divided by 100, then we are returning false, which is the same simple condition to check whether a year is a leap year or not. So generally people do generally people divide it by 4 and return it, but some of the years are there which are not divided by 4 and we need other ways to check whether that is leap year or not. That's why we need to add other two conditions, or basically this condition to check. Otherwise, this last condition will be there, which means a year is divided by 100 and 400. Then it will return true, which means leap year is there. Now what I will do is, first of all, I'll check the result is leap year or not for the year to check. If I do that, you can see it is giving me true. Let's say I pass something called 1947, let's say. So you can see it is also a leap year. If I do it 2023, I think I didn't refresh it. So it's returning me true for 2023 as well, which means I am making some mistake. Okay, here I think I should return false instead of true. First of all, I'll check all the negative conditions. If none of them matches, then I'll return it true. Let's just do that. So you can see it is giving me false now. If I do it for 2024, which is a leap year, it will give me true, you can see. So this was the case basically. Now if I just want to print it out on the desktop, and if I want to receive it from the user, that also I can do. I can prompt the user to type it, and let's say, let me just grab it, enter a year, and then we can add a check here that will say if is leap year to check. Then we can write document dot write year is a leap year. Let me just add it as tilts. Let me just close it, and I can close the tilt symbol. Now the same thing I can do in the another else block, which will say that it is not a leap year. So you can see it is asking me for a year. Let's say 2022. So you can see it is giving me year 2022 is not a leap year. If I refresh it again, so it will give me 2020. Let me just provide 2024. So it is saying year 2024 is a leap year. So this is how we do that. I by mistake was checking the true condition for 4, and then I was checking the negative condition, so it was not going towards this condition. It was always returning me this. So first we have to check all the negative conditions. We have to check whether the number is not divided by 4, and then we have to check whether the number is divided by 100 but not divided by 400. If none of that condition matches, which means it is divided by 4 and it is divided by 400 as well and 100 as well, then it will return true. So this was the simple casing. I hope you got something. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video.